Welcome back to Something with Puddnhead. I'm Puddnhead, and joining me is Sharkbait.
Hello.
This is not really a Tuesdays with Puddnhead and not really a tactics because we are building a book today. We had a couple of comments on a previous video that people just wanted to learn more about building books. So that's what we're going
Want
to
to
do
build
today.
a book?
Um, I'm going to build a alternate wizard, Sistarran Wizard, as it is in the Octagon deck builder. You can see our lovely Octagon deck builder right here. And I build all of my books on this because this is where all the cards are.
This is the easiest place to find them, at least.
Yeah, it's the
Someday it'll
easiest.
be even more organized. Promise.
Yeah, yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it eventually. Right now it's a mess because there's playtesting and stuff in here, and someday that's all going to be released. So, um, I've never played a Sistarn Wizard before, and I saw some discussion on Discord about um, enchanting and the stuff that you can do. And we need a little bit more data on the wizard, and we need a little bit more data on frost. So I thought he's an air mage. Let's make a frost wizard. And I wanted to also um, test whether or not my theory that the elementalist is the only one who can really go for frost all the time, and
It's
even then it's
interesting
dicey.
theory. It makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, well, the problem is the effect roll is really what you need.
It is.
So
I agree.
Um, so that's the beginning. You have either a mage you want to play or an idea you want to try. I had both in this case, um, and then you start building from there. How do you usually start your books, Sharkbait?
Mine, oof. Depending on a few things. So usually it starts with an idea that I have that seems like a fun thing to try, right? So what if I put two fire elementals in a warlock book? Would that be fun? That's then I put the two things in I want to try, or the three things in I want to try, and build around it, and then test a bunch and cut stuff I don't need, stuff like that. The other method is pick up a bunch of cards and see what looks like fun. Honestly, like if I'm building physically, I'll start looking around. Occasionally, there will be a specific combo in mind with a mage and a card that was made for the mage. That
Like a Drokar book?
Sure. Yeah, that's probably not one I would run myself, but yeah, like that's an example of one like you picked here. You're trying to see if Frost would be viable in a non-elementalist book. So you go from there to decide which mage, which the wizard in this case, and then you try to fill in the blanks as we go from there. And
Right.
of note, usually I do this in many revisions. Like the first revision is definitely not optimized. It is also more along the lines of make sure the main strategy works, worry about contingencies later.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times I'll forget stupid things like teleport in the first round. But the first round doesn't matter. The first round's likely to lose, right? You're just collecting data on the specific thing you're trying.
Right.
And then you iterate. It's probably not until like iteration 10 that I'm confident running it in a game that I want to win.
Sure. Sure.
Sometimes takes way longer than
Well,
that
this
too.
being a wizard, I think we'll just start with four teleports.
Yeah,
So
sure.
teleport. So this is I like to do
I actually
this
have three in mind, so yeah, that makes sense.
where I just search by name, and then after I've searched for everything I want by name, I check with plugins validate to see where I am as far as points, and then whether I need to cut or add something, and then I'll cut down usually because I often put more stuff in there than I can put in here, and then I'll take a glance through all the cards and see if there's something. Oh, I really forgot that. I need to put that in here. So we're gonna just drag teleport down here and plus it up 3 times. That's not gonna stay. I don't think I'm gonna have 4 teleports in here. But
I've got three
um,
in mind, so
well, as a wizard,
it's
like
possible.
force push is the same as teleport. It's insane.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would normally put 2 force pushes in anyway. And if I'm playing a particularly um, position critical book, I'll put in 3 lesser teleports and a teleport as well. So I like
Yeah.
moving though. That's my play style. I like being able to be exactly where I want to be when I want to be there, regardless of what irritating shenanigans my opponent does. Um, the other thing that put this combo in my head was with hidden enchantments, you could put a, let's see here. What if I can search by attack bar?
I was gonna say, were you about to? Was your
There.
idea to stack
So the idea was to
frost
stack
attack spells?
Beam of Frost, Cone of Frost, Frost Trap on the enemy wizard or the enemy mage, and then um, drop a Frozen Tundra after they've acted, and then reveal all this stuff.
Yep, that all sounds like an interesting idea. I'd like to see if this plays out. One note on these, since these are relying on what 6+ and 8+
Yeah.
for that. Your friend is going to be Akiro. So
Well,
Akiro's
that's a
favor
good
sounds like a
question.
really good
These,
idea.
but these turn into enchantments, so I don't think Akiro's favor works on them.
Are you no longer the source?
You are no
I
longer
guess
the
the
source. The
enchantment would be the
enchantment
source.
is the
Huh.
source.
That's something I hadn't
Um,
considered.
so that bearing that in mind, this might just not work, right?
Yeah. Hey, we're still building the book though. We're gonna try it. We don't know until we
But
try it for sure.
the other thing that I can
Or say
do
Frozen
with,
Tundra does make it a better chance though. So you get because you give them the
yeah,
frost
you
plus
get
one.
Frost plus one, so
So that's something.
that's
It might
fine.
still work.
So I can do,
Don't discount it just yet.
well, that's why I'm going to give it a try.
Also,
So
you're gonna need more than one of each of those things.
yes, I'm just putting in the
Oh, I see what we're
types
just
here,
going
and then
in.
I'll add more
Oh,
later.
that's different than I do it. Nice.
I'm gonna do, what do I need? Frost trap. That's what I need.
It's a
Strap.
trap.
It's a tarp.
It's a
Okay.
tarp.
And now the question is, do I think I'm going to be casting frost spells myself? And do I need Ice Ring if I am? And I suspect that frost is not going to be the main damage of this wizard. I'm actually going to take a page out of Victor Eads' book and just load up on lightning bolts.
I think that's a good idea. I think having an alternative way to do damage is a good idea.
And perhaps we should figure out if we want a gate or if we want a buddy or if we want to go solo here.
Well, the interesting thing about this particular wizard, especially if you're going to go frost, is that I don't know that the gate really helps you that much.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean?
You know what else I want in here?
I would tend to think
I
you
think
want
I'm going to
some
go with
bigger buddies.
some big buddies here. Yeah, we're going to do some Stormfront Elemental.
Stormy is one of my favorites. The other one that I would consider is Wind Elemental as
Yep,
well. So
yep.
that way there you
Airbus
can
is
have
coming
your
in.
yeah, you can have your little movement shenanigans. And actually, I don't know how much does the Elemental cost us? Is it 2 and 2
Frost
total?
Elemental is 2 and 2. Yeah, so it would cost me
So
6 spell
6.
points.
That's not terrible.
No, but I need to know whether or not a melting elemental is going to be a good idea here.
Yeah, well, the other issue, like we are just talking about though, with this choice of creatures, right? You are absolutely hard casting these. You are not going to be able to gate them. So
Right.
I
And
do
these
believe that
both
you are
have
going to be
upkeep.
looking at some mana heavy things. So I would consider. I have 3 mana crystals in mine, and mine doesn't run this heavy. So that's also just because it's
Well,
arcane, and I can run 3 for the same price everybody else runs 2, or for less than everybody else runs 2.
yeah, we're going to need some of these for sure.
Yep.
Um, so we're going to baseline 2 of those for sure.
That
I was
seems
also
fine.
thinking that a battle forge might be really helpful if I have a couple of small pieces of equipment I want to just be able to get on.
I don't know.
Wand.
And so here's an inflection point that you can look at, right? Are you planning to have a lot of equipment on? Because if you're having lots of different types of equipment, I would go forge. If not, you're already going to be running heavy on the mana for these elementals here.
Yep,
I
that's
don't
true.
know that forge helps you that much.
I'm going to need something that can guard me too. So what large creature can I use to just,
Honestly, gargoyle might be your best bet.
Oh yeah, hey gargoyles. I
because
don't
that's
play wizards,
yeah,
so
because that's it's in
another thing
school
that
for
you
you.
can
So
do is you can sort by school. So if I sort by arcane,
yep. And if you want to
and then
go even
I
more specific, go to
do
type.
go to creature. So arcane creatures. I got this guy. Nope.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, I just can't see
I
myself using him
wouldn't
very
use him.
much.
So
Regenerate.
another a combo that you can think about, since we're running through these arcane creatures, the two of them we just went over, the Darkfin Hydra and the Devouring Jelly, are both slow, which is
Right.
something that this particular wizard is good about fixing,
That's true.
because you can give your
That's true.
creatures fast and charge +1. So
And with temporal aid or whatever it is that right? Temporal aid, is
yeah, I
that the one
believe
that
it's
lets
temporal
their
aid
so
that
you could get
flips
a
it so that
fast
they have
attack
quick
on this
attacks.
jelly
Yeah,
or
exactly.
fast attack on a triple strike?
I probably wouldn't put it on the Hydra myself. I would put it on the Jelly, because that's some shenanigans on a level that's hilarious to me. The Hydra already has a quick attack, so there's no real point in doing that myself, to me. But
Hmm.
it can turn those things from threatening only in their zone to having a much larger threat range than is typical. Now, being the wizard and 4 teleports already in your book, it's not a huge difference here, but it is something that you can use to your advantage if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Great Turpy. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, slacks being arcane. What silliness.
Yeah, they're interesting at least.
All right, I think that
Still think a gargoyle might not be a bad idea for guarding yourself.
yeah, might need a couple of those guys.
I don't know if you need that many, especially if you've got Stormy and Windy out there doing some damage with things. Like, it's going to take a lot to get those two out there early, but the gargoyle sentry is at
I
least
really
cheap.
like the
And if you
Gorgon
drop
Archer
both
too.
crystals early, it doesn't even cost your full
Yeah,
channel.
I think we're gonna go mostly light on creatures here. And I know that I've just put three big creatures in and say that's light on creatures. Well, I do that
It's light
sometimes.
on numbers.
Yeah. All right. So I definitely want to test out.
Do you want to run the
Um,
Frost Elemental since you're trying to do the freeze thing?
well, I can't steal the Frost Elemental's attack with this
That's
character.
true. You can't, but it's also not slow, I don't believe. So
No, it's not slow. It does melt.
it maybe it melts, but it melts slowly enough. I think it's fine. The combo I had in mind by asking that was Wind Elemental carrying the Frost Elemental into the threat range.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
That's nice. I think I'm going to use Wind Elemental to carry the enemy mage back into the tundra.
that's also fair. Also fair. That's actually the thing I hadn't thought of. That's a really good idea. Also add Tundra while we're thinking about it.
Yeah, I will. Full action symbol is now taken as quick action. So I could make the Stormfront Elemental
Ooh, I didn't even think of
Zot
that.
Zot for
Now that's
free.
cool.
Or Zot on a move,
I
yeah.
was like, quick action. How? Huh? What level is that? I might throw it in my elementalist.
It's level 2 arcane, so it's gonna
Oof,
cost you 6
that's
spellbook
pretty
points.
expensive.
And it's
I
the
have somebody
level of
kill
the
Stormy with a
creature,
lot.
so you're paying 7 mana to get this on something.
Oof. Yeah, maybe not. It seemed like a fun idea
Yeah.
at the time, but maybe I won't be doing that to my elementalist.
Yeah, I don't know if that really matters with
Well,
access to teleport. I
not
could
fair.
nerf a guard or nerf or an enemy creature with this.
I guess the difference is it's if you're planning on teleporting them just one zone, it still saves you mana. And it gives them like the charge +1 is also extra dice, right? So I think
You don't
temporal
get
aid could come in handy.
charge plus one is her ability, her basic ability.
That's what I'm saying. So like you were just saying teleports, you don't know if you need the thing. Well, I mean, if you use time dilation, you save mana and you give extra stuff. So it might be worth doing.
Oh, I see. You could make them fast and have a
Yeah. So if
whoa.
you put both
So you
of
could
those onto
have
like
a
a jelly, for example.
stormfront elemental that's fast and has a quick ranged attack.
Yeah.
That seems a little crazy.
Yeah. It could be interesting. I don't know if it'd be good yet, but that seems like a combo that might
Well,
be
you
fun
know
to at
what?
least
We're
try a
just going
couple
to put
times.
one of these in here and we'll see how good it is.
Yeah.
And like you said before, we're going to have to put some tundras in here. Maybe like 2 of them. I think that I'm actually going to be controversial and put one of these in here too.
Now explain yourself, sir. Why are you being controversial?
Well, because a crystal is 5 mana instead of 6 mana for the +1 channel.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So what are you doing? What are you doing with the
why am I
custodian
doing
1 mana?
this? Well, because it takes up a slot that can be taken by Eye of Bale. And I hate that card
That is
so
a
much.
fantastic reason to do it. Also because Coshade's a dick, but whole
Yeah,
different reason.
well, that's neither here nor there. So we're going to put Moonglow Amulet. And I want to have extra channeling for this because I'm going to have potentially two upkeep guys that I need to keep going and some abilities that will take extra mana from me. So that's why I need some more mana.
Remind me, are both the frost attack spells range 1, or is there a range 2 one as
Yes,
well?
they're both ranged 1. I thought there
Man,
was a.
if only there was a
Did
range
we
2
get
one.
rid of the snowstorm? Whatever.
I believe that still exists actually, because we have the art
Storm,
for it.
sandstorm, snowstorm. Snowstorm. Level 2. Can't be used with my cool ability.
Can't be used as a cool ability, but if you wanted to, again, if you wanted to go with the melting, like if you wanted to throw a frost elemental in there, you could help keep it alive.
I mean, I just deep freeze it.
Well, you could do that too, but this also attacks. I don't know. You do what
Now,
you
if we
want, man.
want to
I'm
do a
just
Staff of
tossing ideas
Storms,
out.
which one are we using? Which one's real?
I think it's the non V2 one.
Okay, so the one that doesn't have an attack. Place a ready
Yeah, I
token on
think
Staff
it's
of
that
Storms
one.
up to a maximum of 4. When you make wind, lightning, or frost attack, roll dice stuff. You may remove any number of ready tokens to roll 1 additional attack dice and gain +1 to the effect die roll per token removed. Interesting.
You gotta run that in your elementalist.
Yeah,
I just
I
watched your
could.
tactics game.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah,
That was a fun game. I was so dead, and then I wasn't.
that's one of the fun things about having the transition like that. But that comes after Rev like 3 or 4. You have to play a few games with it first.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Staff of Storms. It just seems so expensive for not a whole lot of.
It's expensive for maybe 2 uses, right? Because you're gonna save up stuff.
Well, I mean, even just a +1 on a Cone of Frost makes it 50%, you know?
That's fair.
Or
I guess it
this
depends
makes it,
on how often are you planning to use those. Like I know you have them, but
right.
are they side hustles or are they like you're just gonna be throwing those dice over and over again? And so that's where the consideration I think comes in. Neither
Yeah.
answer is wrong. It's just a matter of what are you trying to do.
Well, so the reason I said I was going to take a page out of Victory's book is because his wizard is largely a solo mage with that throws lightning at you.
Hmm.
Basically, he's gunning for
Yep,
your
yep.
face right away. And he evens the playing field by using Mordok's obelisk and a uh, couple of mana fixers or mana deniers. Um, so I can't remember. I think he has a Battle Forge too. But
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I think that's correct.
and he has used that. He has a lot of experience with it though, so it just looks really cool in his hands. I don't know why, but that's also with the normal wizard that has Voltaic Shield and Arcane Zap and
Right.
So if I wanted to be able to reuse some stuff, we're gonna need some wands in here.
Yep, elemental wands are in school, so there's no reason to not run more than one, I think. Especially if you're
Elemental
going to
one.
be throwing more frost spells.
We'll do
And
3
those
of
things are
those.
usually a pretty quick dissolve target,
And
so it doesn't hurt to
mage
have
wand,
backup.
since I'm a wizard.
And it's also in school.
And wand of ice and fire in case I need some extra damage. I don't need any more hand items, so I think Staff of Storms is leaving.
That's
Leaving.
fair. And I don't think you're at least currently. You're probably at armor, right? But at least currently, I don't see a reason to run a battle forge unless you wanted to
right.
really go heavy on the economy. I don't know. That seems a bit much to me.
Yeah. Actually, what I do need is lightning ring.
Ah, yes.
If I'm gonna have lightning ring, I mean, I might as well have fist of lightning in here. Because I can reveal that too.
That's an interesting point. I didn't think of that. Yeah. Where's our frostbait?
Yeah, seriously. We need to color her hand blue.
Yeah, right.
Oh wait, it's already colored blue.
Do it again.
Do it again. These, oh gosh, just can't
I
get over
know.
it.
Yeah.
All right, fist of lightning. There we go.
The lightning fist.
And I think I'm gonna want some. Oh, what else do I want? Lightning strike, maybe.
Well, it depends.
I've got
I'm not sure
wind
you're gonna have those
elemental. I
guys
don't think I
being.
need that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think you need the strikes for this particular one.
Hello.
A wild Coshade has appeared.
Am
Show
I loud?
Coshade. Yeah. Wow, look at that.
No.
I'm just randomly loud, I guess. I don't know.
We're making this wizard and we're recording
Ooh.
it. So you're on camera.
Hey everybody, what's up?
He's never been on camera before. He's not allowed to be. Who let him on
Nowadays, yeah.
All right. That's actually 3 spellbook points each. So
Well, hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh no! Please join in.
We need
Give
your
insight. Yeah, I have
All right,
very
I'm gonna-
What we
little.
got going on here?
I have very little
Oh, I
insight on the
see.
Sistarran
Okay, let's have
Wizard
a
for this
look.
particular iteration ever. Like the last time I played, I think she had a completely different ability.
Okay, so you trying to do like a wind elemental stormfront
No.
kind of look? Isn't that it? Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to get them 3/4 dead with lightning and then spring 3 freeze bombs on them all at once.
The freeze
just freeze bomb them. I love it.
What if you also combine that, like you reveal Beam of Frost, you reveal Cone of Frost, you reveal Frost Trap, and then you hit them with your quick cast and your full cast of Beam of Frost, Cone of Frost?
I could do that.
I mean, you
The
could
problem is
do that, yeah.
Frost trap is well on activation, so it would have to happen on their turn.
That's still like a lot of frost all at once. Now it won't be quite as I don't want to call it guaranteed, but it won't be consistent as the Elementalist. But it might be you throw enough dice and oh my god, it worked.
Yeah, I think there's something like really funny you can do. If I remember right, you can do like Frost Trap into Enchantment Transfusion, and then like proceed to like just like kill a bunch of things that are 4 life or less, like instantly. Like if you have the chaining of Enchantment Transfusions, kind of fun.
No,
Do you have to re-reveal Frost Trap or no?
What?
That doesn't move the freeze tokens though.
You place it, then the creature gets destroyed, then you reveal Enchantment Transfusion, then you move the Frost Trap to a different creature, then have then have those freeze tokens kill it, then you kill that creature. So if they're ever doing like a mass asp and you wanted to do some weird Enchantment Transfusion shenanigans, I guess it's...
That sounds like a lot of points of mana for some serious lulls, though. That would be totally worth it.
I don't.
It totally is.
That's not in the rules to me.
What?
When this creature activates, you must reveal it. And then it
Oh
says
yeah,
place
you
2
reveal it.
freeze
Yeah.
tokens, then destroy it.
I mean, you can just fizzle it.
Well,
You
the
can't,
place
you
the
can't
freeze.
fizzle your
So
own
you
stuff.
place the freeze to. I guess when you move it over, do you place 2 more freeze?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I guess you're not revealing it again, are you? I just assumed that because
Nope.
it hasn't been destroyed yet, but I
That's
never
why
really
you
thought
should
about that.
fizzle it.
Huh?
I mean, you place the suffocate
Yeah,
tokens on
right.
drown, but you don't place the freeze
Yeah,
tokens
I guess
on
drown would just be the
frost
better
trap.
option then, because then at least it stays on. You know.
I don't know. I still like fizzle.
Fizzle
Fizzle,
can't
yeah,
target
Just
your own
fizzle's
stuff.
good.
wait, no, it says reveal enemy enchantment. That's right. Never mind. It's not your
Yep.
own.
Fizzle
Damn.
can't target your own
Yeah,
stuff.
I guess you
What's the
wouldn't
fun of
place it
it?
again. You would just it would kill the creature from placing the 2 freeze. Sorry, I'm looking at your screen now. Yeah, and then destroy it, so they die, and then you could transfer it, but then it would just die.
So of
And,
note,
yeah, it'd be done. Yeah.
these kind of brainstorming things are definitely what I go through when I'm building a book. So
Yeah.
that's why it's good that we're doing this, because I'm like, fizzle might be fun. Then you look at it like, oh,
Oh
maybe
yeah.
not.
So drown.
All right, I'm gonna. So
Um,
this is what I'm gonna do. I have a lot of points right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill out the necessaries in my mind, and then see where we are as a book.
Mm-hmm.
So we need more
How
incantations.
many points you at right now?
I don't know. I was
Oh.
gonna wait. 66. So we're halfway
66.
there, and I don't have any of my necessary combatants. I don't have
You
armor.
get
I don't
some.
have
I think the
dispels or
strategery part is there.
dissolves or anything.
Yeah, the strategery part's there. Then that's a necessary thing for this.
So, oh, you know what? With this mage, I can do this.
Ooh, good point. Range 2 crumble.
I hardly ever use this.
Question on how that works. When you reveal that, does the full action part not matter anymore?
Correct.
Cool.
You can only reveal it on priority, though.
as long as you're doing temporal spellcasting with it, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's really cool. Okay.
So I'll add 2 of those. And now,
Like I said, do you gain
disperse.
mana? I guess you
Let
gain
me
mana
look
right
at
then.
this here.
You gain the extra range, but essentially it's like having a dissolve.
Oh, it's fair. Yeah.
And isn't there like a targeting? There's some targeting difference too.
Yeah, because
on a legal
crumble
target
targets
at
equipment.
range.
But it doesn't necessarily really matter because like you're automatically doing it as an enchantment, so you know.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess
but
the difference is that
you
you
have to
get the 2
cast it on
mana
a
back
legal
when you
target.
crumble it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get
So
the
you
2
have
mana
to
back.
choose what you're going to kill and put it on the equipment. You
Yes.
cannot put it on the mage.
Yeah, yeah. The crumble would have to go on the equipment, so they'd be like, "What are you putting on my equipment?" Oh, a
Nothing.
crumble. You
Nothing.
know, like
Nothing. But
probably a
it still gets you
crumble.
the 2
You know.
mana back, so it saves it. Like the mana you
Yeah.
spend from becoming an enchantment comes back to you.
Yeah,
when
you basically
do that, so.
buy the range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it gives you the option. So if you wanted to not use it for the range, you can then just gain 2 mana. So
Yeah.
you know, it's nice like that. Like if you have like a wind elemental like cruising you around and stuff, you know.
Let me look at this.
Airbus.
You may cast. So there's no number of times per round restriction on this.
Not right now. There isn't. No.
Okay.
That's why you can like crumble all of their stuff at once too, theoretically.
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna put a disperse in here.
It's an interesting idea there too.
And I mean, since I'm a wizard,
I mean, it's funny because those are like one of the most 2 used spells, so it's nice to have some sort of synergy with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why you posted in the Discord that this only destroys enemy enchantments. It doesn't. It destroys all of them.
What?
I think the context. I know what comment you're talking about. The context was that like enchantments on one thing versus enchantments on everything, like destroy does.
Okay.
It was just a misunderstanding there.
Well, we're gonna try this.
Range 2 purge magic. That's sick too.
No, you can't. It's level 3.
There's a level restriction. I forgot about that.
It's a little fortunate, but
yeah, the level restriction is very important.
Oh, it's huge.
Very, very important.
What? Purge magic isn't level 1? Wait a minute.
Right. And then I think
Rewriting the code.
I'm gonna do remove curse. And purify.
That one's level 1.
Yep. But you're not going to put it on. Well, I guess I could hold it on myself.
In case you need 2 mana back.
No, it doesn't give you 2 mana right now. Only if you destroy something.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, actually, you could do that if you do it to yourself. You would it'd be no longer a full action. Huh.
And since I'm a wizard,
That's
Can
an
you,
interesting
go
idea.
back to the Sistarran Wizard really quick? Just the ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to look at?
So the temporal spellcasting, it's saying that might actually need to be changed to be like you may cast a level 1 incantation or attack spell as a quick enchantment.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, just to make sure it's like clear.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
that's a good point. Might need to do that.
Because I don't think the rules say anything about it being like all enchantments are
No, they
X.
don't.
You know,
No,
Right.
like I'm pretty sure
no.
it's just a
You
classification.
are right.
I believe you're correct about that. But that's an interesting point that we should make the guy who's in charge of that take notes on.
It's in the video, you know.
It's in the
They'll
video.
see it. They'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but here's a sneak peek into what we do in the background.
Right.
All right. Did I kill everything? Oh, we're only at 82. All right. Wizards are so broken.
I don't think they're broken. They just have an interesting amount of stuff in school.
All right. Let me, I'm going to look up traits. And I'm going to look up armor. Oh, what? Why doesn't it do that? What do I have to look up to find all the armor pieces, Shark?
No, all armor isn't subtype
Text
armor.
maybe or stats. Either text or stats.
That's,
I don't know what.
oh,
It's
I've
being
never
updated
used the
someday.
stats. I've never used the stats ever.
Yeah, it's because it's.
What is
getting
stats actually?
It's
I don't even know how to use
out
it.
of there.
Like, am I supposed to type in a trait in that, or like?
I think.
Yeah.
There we
Like
go.
stats would have armor.
Something
It's
like
getting
that?
refactored. At some point, it'll be fixed into something different. I just
Oh,
haven't
wow.
finished
Do I
it
need
yet.
this? I don't know if I need this.
You could
Rust.
do acid ball as a replacement, and it's kind of a more permanent, cheaper option. Kind of.
I don't
Not
know. I feel like you
exactly.
could just stack up more crumbles and be like, here's a couple
mean,
crumbles, and now you have
yeah.
no armor. You don't. I guess it doesn't. It's different for non-mage, right? But
That's true too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's weird because like I'm not seeing a lot of players use like Harshforged Monolith anymore. And like that would
I see
actually be
once
pretty
in a while.
brutal. Pretty brutal against the
It would
Elves.
be. It's a good point.
I'm going to go with the Coshade version of armor,
Oh.
which would iron.
Oh yeah, that's my preference for sure.
Let's see here. We also are going to need some Stormdrake hides, I'm sure. Is there a promo Stormdrake hide?
There won't be for long.
There was different art things.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cut out every promo and be happy about it.
Yeah, that
I
makes
should
sense.
probably take a
I'm gonna
different
eventually
armor
just
so that
make
I can
them
replace it, right?
alternates, but
Wait, what's up?
What's really going to be bad for me, I think, is fighting some other stuff here.
at some point
Yeah, I mean it's actually a debate, Wind Wyvern versus Stormdrake, really, because a lot more people take air than lightning, but
they do now.
yeah, it's one of those like
But
with
does Wind Wyvern actually really help you
Stormfront
that
being in the
much?
game, you know, I don't know.
Well, Stormfront's lightning, yeah, that's fair. I'm just thinking like between the two of them, I don't think you can go wrong because they're not a significant portion of the attack damage types you'll see anyway.
Yeah, I agree
They're
with
not
that.
insignificant, but they're not
Well,
like
I like
fire
Wind
or
Wyvern
earth
hide
or anything.
better, so I'm going to put that one in.
Yeah, I don't think
yeah.
either one's the wrong choice here. I guess is where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I mean,
Or if it is, it's because of an accidental matchup thing, not a.
honestly, taking one of
common thing.
each is actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's
I
true
want
too.
one of these in here.
And doesn't that let you swap for corrodes and stuff too? No, it doesn't. I guess because we
Not
changed the rule on
anymore.
that. I was
Yeah.
thinking 'cause you can't target yourself with the same thing, but also yeah, we changed the rule on when things drop, which is good.
Yeah, it was a ruling that was made during a tournament that we then were like, we think that tournament ruling was bad. You
It was a
know?
bad ruling, and we kept it for years.
Well, yeah, it was kind of weird how that happened. I actually wonder like if that would have changed certain tournament outcomes like way long ago.
All right, text.
Oh, that's an interesting point.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
All right, we need some acid ball.
acid ball. Yeah. I actually really wish we got the what was it, the corrosive elemental in this.
Oh yeah.
We had
No,
what
I mean, you still have to
we had
chill.
an acid wand at one point too. That was pretty cool.
Now, do I put in a wizard's tower?
I don't know that you have enough attacks. Well,
I don't yet.
I
I
don't know
mean-
that you would run enough because you're. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like there used to be an old strategy of what was that? You double move Wizard's Tower, Jetstream, and then you just hit him into the wall. And that was always fun.
It was
Can't
a
really do
ton
that
of
anymore.
damage
But
early.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
I mean,
All right,
it's good for laying on damage, but I mean, you have 2 mana crystals, no spawn point.
I
You could
probably
probably
would.
make it work. I mean,
It's up to you. I mean,
you're gonna
it
need
could
more
be-
attack spells.
That could be like the third beam of
Oh,
frost
yeah.
in one turn that you hit them
Here,
with.
let's
if you
just
want.
do this.
You know what I mean? Actually, that's an
Type.
interesting idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Puddin, did you hear that?
Although if you're gonna use, you
That could
kind of
be
have
your
to use.
third beam of frost in one turn if you really wanted to stack it on like that.
That's true. I
You
could do
kind of
that.
want the ice ring though if you're gonna do ice spells.
Well, it only works when you're attacking,
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so
so
if
it
he's
won't
just
work on
splitting
the
it,
tower.
if you're one of 3 sources though, like one is the
Yeah.
enchantment, one is the tower, one is you just throw enough dice, eventually it's gonna work. I say that and he's about to roll like 4s for each of them.
Or some arc lightning.
You know, it's too bad Hugin can't do the Sistarran Wizard ability. Just like,
Yeah,
lay it
wouldn't that be
down.
nice? Maybe I'll
You could
grab
put that
another
in
one
the
of
temporal
these.
spellcasting
Yeah,
text.
right.
We have some room.
Just-
Hugin can also do this.
Just buff Hugin for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So sweeping
I mean, it probably
with
needs it.
temporal spell casting. Do I hit the target and then an adjacent target?
Let me make sure. Yeah, I remember we had some sort of like debate on that. Where did we land with that? Let's see. Similar attack incantation. You spend it.
That's the neat part. We didn't.
It's have its effect on what it's attached to, then destroy the spell. So the wording we had, it has its effect on what it's attached to, and then you destroy it. The question would be, if you sweep it, do you disobey
Does it
that
sweep?
by having something else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah,
did. We came up with some ruling with that, if we wanted to or not, and I think we said it could.
Oh, I don't remember that. That's fine. Ooh, Thunderbolt.
Because it would
That's
still
always
have
fun.
the sweeping trait. Yeah, because I remember that ruling we made was we didn't want you to be able to like jump extra range, like to be like, oh, I reveal it, do I get the range again? So it's like what it's attached to is what it happens to. So sweeping would then take effect and then target something else in the same zone.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm tracking that too. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So tricky. How much do I want to put in here? Maybe I'll add a couple more of these. All right, let's see where we're at.
I mean, Firestorm, pretty good. Just saying.
Not if I want to freeze everything.
Hailstorms.
Snowstorm.
Hailstones. Yeah.
Hailstones. Yeah, okay. I can see hailstones.
Get a little range 2, 4-die action, you know.
It's not range 2.
But as an enchantment.
It can't enchant with it. It's level 2.
Oh yeah. Wait, is it
Oh
level
yeah.
2? Is it
No.
level 2?
No. It's not level 2, so that you can't put teleport on somebody.
No. It's level 1 incantations in all attack spells.
What?
Yeah, it's level 1 incantation or attack
Or
spell.
attack spell.
Yeah.
So
Any
the
attack.
level 1 does not modify incantation
No.
and attack spell. It just modifies incantation.
That's right, yeah.
Any attack spell.
Yep.
I'm doing this wrong, boys.
Is this the current image? I feel like our wording is weird.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Let me see here. Level 1 incantation or attack spell.
How many points we at? What
Actually,
we at?
We're at
I remember
104.
Zod actually
Nice.
asked that question. He was like, "Is that any level?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Good, I thought so." I'm like, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the rulebook specifically says you may cast level 1 incantation or any level attack spell.
Oh right. Yeah. Dang it.
We like ran out of
What
room
is...
on the card, so we just were like, let's
Let's be cagey with it.
let's just
Well,
like
then we're going to
make
put
sure
a
to clarify
snowstorm
it.
in here. Because why not? Oh, but it's water. Crap.
Yeah, but lots of like, I don't know, man. That's kind of a cool idea to pop a snowstorm or two, stack
You
them on two
know,
different things.
we've gotten a lot of feedback that it should be 1-1, and I'm still not sure if that's a good idea or not.
In either case, I still think it'd be funny to stack two of those on two things in his own and just pop them both.
Yeah, right. Like you could take out maybe some like lower level 2 guys or something. You
Yeah,
know,
with lots of freeze distributed.
it'll cost you 20 mana, but
Oh
you know,
yeah, but it'd be
if
cool.
you take out like 3 level 2 dudes, it's probably worth it.
Cost you 20 mana, but 20 mana for the lulls, worth it.
Right. But of course, you don't get the ring benefit too. So, you know.
That's true.
No. That's not what I want.
Yeah, I mean, Snowstorm is one of those spells that also it's like maybe you should remove damage on 3 dice or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't really felt like I wanted to use snowstorm at all.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those spells that, because of the way the freeze chance mechanic works, is like very tough to balance properly.
Yeah.
All right, 4 points left. What am I missing? We need another frozen tundra.
I was thinking the tundra would be a good like. I would at least have
And maybe some more
another
attack
backup.
spells.
I don't know, how often do you cast tundra? Since you're the guy who runs frost more often than I do.
Well,
Do you
the
actually
last
ever
time
cast
I
it?
played, I never cast it.
Uh,
I remember playing a game against another frost elementalist, and he cast the tundras for me.
well,
I remember that game actually. I remember
I
walking
would
over
probably
and
have
being
to
like, "Oh no."
This is
Also,
early enough. You want to have backup plans for the idea. So
I played a game against Victory's Wizard at Zot's house once, and I definitely cast the Frozen Tundras there. So
Yeah, I mean, like that spell's one of those things where like that last sentence, all objects in the zone lose melting. Maybe that should just be all objects in the arena,
lose the
something like
melting
that.
X trait.
Just to like say like this is where the core of it is. Maybe give it like life or something. And like if you want to stop it, you can walk into the tundra, but like then it gets worse in there or something. I don't know. You know?
I don't know if I
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd give it life. That just seems weird.
Yeah, I mean the idea is that you can kill it in some sort of way, but maybe you're right. It is 8 mana after all.
Maybe, is it just me spitballing here? But what if it allowed you to ignore melting the arena wide for a mana per melting creature or
Oh,
object?
that's interesting. Yeah.
Because that way there it's not 100% better, but it's also gives you options. Yeah, just spitballing. We can talk about that offline.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into like a brainstorming,
Oh,
like
no, this
talking
is what we're
about.
doing.
That's fine.
We're
I don't
Okay.
these are thoughts I have when I'm building books too, so I think it's a good idea.
We were talking about this today on the
Mhm.
the Discord. Which if anybody listening to this is wanting to join the Majors Discord, it's awesome. You know, just saying.
Two of those.
There's constant
two of
bickering.
those.
I can't think of anything that jumps to mind that you are missing.
I mean, like I
would
could put the
probably at
ice
this
ring
point,
in here.
I say you have 2 points, right?
Yeah.
I would run a steam elemental.
Really?
It's a solid
Steam
mid-range
Elemental
creature.
rocks.
Yeah, solid mid-range creature that is almost always good when I play it. And
Okay.
you got 2 points and that guy's 2. So that's what made me think of it.
I mean, you could go with the, Hawkeye if you're gonna. Well, I guess you're not really.
I need Hawkeye.
You're not really casting them, are you? You're
Oh,
more
I am.
enchanting.
You're going for
I'm
the
gonna-
effect. I think the steam elemental is a better play here.
I
But
mean,
Oh, I don't
Hoodwink.
have a Kuros in here either.
Hoodwink is also pretty good. Just because you can like go after like people that nullify and stuff.
that's true.
It's the
I don't run into
anti-nullify
very
spell.
many people that nullify.
Yeah, I mean, Octagon has a nullified meta, but I hear you.
Well, okay.
Also, if you just place in a ton of enchantments, it's always fun to throw in there. Put it on someone's equipment, and they're like, "My wand."
But yeah, you're not going to end up destroying it though. Let's see here. I do think that I want Hawkeye and
I mean, Akira's Favor is really good.
And Akira's Favor in here.
Just because they're re-rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am going to throw some of these myself.
Hoodwink on your own Mage Wand, of course, is pretty good too. Because it makes them be like, is that a nullify or a arcane word?
Oh, right.
So they like waste a spell trying to go after it, and then you get 3 mana.
Sounds really silly. All right, now we're 3 points over. So, what are we going to do about that? Take a heal out.
I probably wouldn't run 2 heals myself, but then again, I run very few of them normally, so what do I know?
Oh, you know what? What I don't have in here?
Wait, can I see your equipment?
Don't have this in here.
No Deathlock? No.
Equipment? Down here.
Temporal Aid.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm using it on, but it might be fun sometime.
You can make, like we were talking about earlier, you can make Stormfront Elemental fast and have a quick attack.
Yeah. It's also really good at slowing down enemies. If they... Like, if you didn't want to run Purge and you're afraid of a hyper enchant, like Buddy Bear or something, Temporal Aid is pretty good at shutting that down.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good point too.
Maybe Bear is a bad example, but other stuff.
It's good against other. Yeah, it's good against other
Yeah.
people too. It's not just good for your stuff.
Yeah, I was doing what was that? Devouring Jellies.
Yeah.
With Alt Wizard. That was pretty good.
Yep.
Seems good. Yeah.
Temporal Aid. Devouring Jelly fast.
This is the part of the show where you want something else in the book and you have to figure out what you can live without.
How many points we cutting?
Well, I want either Deathlock or Poison Blood in here. Deathlock seems better because
I love Deathlock.
Poison Blood's nice because if you're going to be enchanting them like crazy,
they might run out. Yeah.
Well, then again, they may not dispel it. Also, everybody has Remove Curse, so if that's your only curse, it's like blah.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking that Deathlock is the right move here. So I could replace Death Snowstorm with Deathlock, but that's kind of part of the shtick. I don't.
I'd probably take out Hoodwink.
Yeah, I mean that gets
Or
me 1 point.
Nullify.
Either one gets me 1 point. I could. Let's see. I might not need 3 Frost Traps.
Ooh.
Might not need 3 Elemental Wands either.
Do you have a Battleforge?
No.
I'd take out a wand.
All right, what I got? All right, here we go. Locking the death.
The best way.
All right. So my mana curve looks terrible.
I
I
mean,
have so many
you got
high cost spells.
You get 2 crystals though.
I mean,
And the
in
Mage
Magewar's mana curves are a little weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you have like free attacks and stuff.
All right. We're going to save this. I have to create a new folder. Wizard.
I guess instead of one of your elemental ones, you could consider a Staff of Storms.
Yeah, we talked about Staff of Storms. I'm not comfortable
Yeah.
enough with how the flow of the game goes yet to know if it's going to be worth it.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I am going to. So this is the book. Everybody can see the book that we ended up with. I'll just kind of scroll down a little bit here, pause it, look at it. I am
Memorize
fully
it when you play against Puddin.
right. Exactly. I'm expecting that I've forgotten something incredibly useful. So,
that's what Rev 2 is for.
Yep.
Revision 2.
Just build it.
What's your
and then
incantations?
play it and realize what you use and what you don't use and make modifications. You want to be careful about what modifications you make because it could be that you just need to play more people to know whether or not how many of whatever it is you're counting is useful. So 3 nullifies is probably not going to be useful in all the games. It will be very useful against somebody who's trying to curse me over and over again. So that's like an adjustment that you make the more you play the book. How many of these do I need in the book? Yeah, I'm going to play a couple of games with this before I release it as a video, and then I'll release those games after I've released the book building video and tell you what's changed and what's been useful. So thanks for joining me, guys.
Yeah, it's fun to get to brainstorm.
Good luck.
Yeah, gonna need it.